have mentioned some of my international trips several times on some videos, but really most of the time I talk about these tours on Facebook or in my newsletter. And so it occurred to me that I'm leaving a whole bunch of you guys out who maybe only see me on video here on YouTube, and you don't even know what the heck I'm talking about. So I wanted to tell you about this international tours that I'm doing. It's an opportunity for you to come and experience a whole new country with me. We do a couple of classes in the evenings while we're on the tour, and we get to do incredible things. So I have been to the Czech Republic now twice with two groups of ladies and men. It's not exclusively just women. Beaders, I should say, and non-beading friends and family are allowed also. We're nice to them. When on the trips to the Czech Republic, what we do is we fly into Prague and we spend a couple of days doing tourist things in Prague. And later in this video, I'll show you some pictures from those trips. Then we will move to the mountain area of Liberec and Jablonec, which is where the beading industry in the Czech Republic is centered. And we get to go to see factories, to actually see the beads being made. We get to buy directly from beads from the factory. The prices are incredible because, again, you're not incurring the middlemen, you're not incurring the shipping charges of shipping everything to the United States, and then you're also not having to pay the upcharge for your local bead store or whatever. So let's just say ladies went home with lots of beads on these trips. And then the other thing that's so cool about it is it's a super bonding experience among the group, because if you've ever been lucky enough to take a beading class at a local bead store, or if you have a group that gets together, beaders become instant friends. And it's the coolest thing to see. And so, you know, the people who have been on these trips, we all stay in touch long after the trips are over. And there are some really close friendships that form. As a matter of fact, on Facebook in the last couple of weeks, there are two of the women who were on the first trip. One lives in New York, one lives in Sweden, and they have visited each other in the two locations over the last couple weeks. I mean, how cool is that? Of course, I'm on the trip too, so you get to know me and we get to spend time together. And then we have classes, and I do develop things exclusively for these tours. Now, we did 2 to the Czech Republic. We've got 2 new ones coming up for 2019. The first one is, this is incredible, Hong Kong. It's going to be a much smaller group. We're limiting it to 14 people on this group. There are 3 spots left. And we are flying into Hong Kong, spending several days in Hong Kong. Then we're going and shopping at the gem markets, and we're also going to do touristy things too. Go to the Hong Kong night market, and I don't know. There's a whole huge, incredible itinerary involved. Then we're going to take the high-speed train to Guangzhou, China, and we're going to do more bead shopping and touristy things in Guangzhou. And at which point we'll go back to Hong Kong and fly back home. So that's going to be just an unbelievable trip. And then the next month, there's a group of us going to Italy. And we're doing mostly northern Italy. In this case, we're going to be doing Murano, which is a famous glass making area. So we will be doing some of that. We're going to go to a workshop where they make masks and do leather goods. So there's all sorts of artisan kind of things that we're doing, as well as the more traditional Italian tourist things. Again, classes with me at night, same thing in Hong Kong. And we get to spend time together and get to know each other. So all of these trips are being arranged through a company called Creative Adventures Tours. So if you go to creativeadventurestours.com, I will post a link down in the description below, and I will embed a link up in this video. You will see the list of my tours that are available, and then also other artisans who have tours. I know that there's another artisan who's going to to Ireland. That one is in the works. There are other artisans going to the Czech Republic. I don't have another trip on the schedule yet to go back to the Czech Republic, but trust me, I will, because that truly, the Czech Republic and Prague and the people of the Czech Republic have stolen my heart. I hope that you get a chance to maybe come along with me on one of these adventures. Let's come see the world together. Let's discover cool bead-related things all over our beautiful world. It's so much fun. It literally becomes a trip of a lifetime. And I really want to meet every single one of you, but it might take a little while, just so you know. It may be a little while before I get to your area. Anyway, come and join me. I want to show you some of the gorgeous pictures that I've been able to take while I've been on my trip. And we start out, like I said, we start out in Prague. And this first picture is one of the cathedrals in Prague Square, the city square. The next picture is a beautiful, we have a sunset cruise, one of the first nights that we're in Prague. And so this is us on our little cruise boat down the Volta River. And this was just a beautiful shot. I got that incredible light. The next picture is an overview of Prague taken from the grounds of Prague Castle. Then the amazing cathedral at Prague Castle. So we not only got to see the outside of this, but we also got to go inside. And I just am so fascinated by those domed ceilings. It's incredibly beautiful. And what you don't see in this picture are some of the incredible stained glass panels that they have there. This is we made this a traditional picture. Here is a picture of the entire group on the grounds of Prague Castle. There's actually a couple of people who are not included in this photo for various reasons, but I consider these people lifelong friends now. And you will make friendships that you just will not even believe on these trips. Then as we move to the mountain area, we actually took a little detour and went to a place called Prague Castle. And so this is just one picture of the Prague Castle. There are other castles in the area, and so each time we take a new tour, we try to go to a new castle. We got to go to a glass factory and in Železný Brod, and we were able to see them make elaborate glass lampwork items. And one of the things that I loved so much on the first tour, we were able to I found out how they put the ship in the bottle. It was so cool. The next picture is one of the warehouses that I have gone into to go forage for beads. This is a warehouse of vintage beads from a factory that no longer exists. And so these beads are what's left. And so I spent quite a bit of money buying beads there. Then we also were able to go to a Christmas ornament factory. So we were able to see them lamp working the ornaments, and then how they were doing the decoration on the ornaments. And of course, we got a chance to buy plenty of ornaments too. This last picture here, actually it's not the last one, but this set of pictures here is at one of the factories where we got to actually see how beads are being made. So here is a little example of a carrier bead in process being made. They actually had a box of beads and they let me jump into it. So I have now bathed in a box of beads. I'm so happy. And then this is the last picture, and this is the lovely classroom that they let us use at the bead factory in Jablonec. And this is a picture of us actually having bead class in the evening. And so you can see we have wonderful facilities there. It's really something that you would never, ever forget. And I highly recommend it. I would love to see you on one of the trips.